Hello everyone, and Post is here. So let's get started. First thing we have is this, and what exactly is it? I don't really know. They are connector blocks, it looks like. Connector blocks, and they're very strange looking. See if I can find out how they work. You insert the wire. There's a little blade type thing that seems to bite into the wire, and when you pull it won't let it back out. So similar idea to an arrow, you know, from a bow and arrow, where the thing is shaped in an arrow shape so that when it goes in you can't pull it out. So yeah, you put the wire in and it doesn't look like you can get it out, although there are these little things here to maybe pull the purple bit out, and then maybe the mechanism falls out. Let's give it a quick go. I've got some wire here. I'm not exactly sure which size, maybe, oh there you go, there's some text there, 24 amps, 250 volts, 0.75 millimeters squared to 2.5 millimeters squared. So let's try this black wire here, 22 AWG, I don't know what that is in metric, but let's give it a go. Twist these, of course, because these are fibres or strands. Push it in, and maybe it's not meant for stranded. Maybe it's meant for solid core. I don't know. I'll try some solid core. Bear in mind this is only thin wire. Ah, that's quite good actually. And it does come out as well. I'm not 100% sure on these. It does grip. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, now it's gripped too much, I can't get it out. Yeah, they're interesting. They're interesting. The next item is this. And what is it? It looks like a touch sensor. Yeah, it is a touch sensor. So, it has a ground line, a VCC, and a signal line. So you supply it with VCC and the ground, and it returns the signal. So I'd imagine the signal will be, well, it's got to be either high or low. I would imagine this is a digital sensor. So you would touch here and it will turn high probably, or or maybe it'll be high when you release. I don't know exactly. But a touch sensor. So I could wire that up, and then it basically acts as a button, so I could wire it up to my solar panel system, my AI system, press that to turn it on, press it to turn it off, whatever, So that's quite cool really. So that's the second item. What's next? Next is this, and this is a AC to DC step down transformer, it looks like. That's how I read. So it says L brown, N blue. So live is brown, neutral is blue. Well, there's no blue and brown, it's just black, so that's a bit odd, but okay. But that's live and that's neutral. See, in British wires, I'm not sure what it's like in the US and India and all that, we have this, brown and blue, and there's an earth cable usually as well, which is yellow and green. Anyway, so it says input 100 to 240 volts, 4763 hertz, so we're on to 4050 hertz. Then what does it say? It outputs 24 volts, give or take 5%, and amperage outputs 420 milliamps. That's not a great deal, but yeah, 10 watts. So it's for LEDs or something, it looks like. Well, yeah, there you go. Waterproof LED power supply. Oh, that's quite good. So you could potentially have this thing outside by the looks of it. Yeah, there's its IP rating, IP67, and there's the output there. So I think what I might do is just give this a quick test now and check it with the voltmeter and see what happens. I'm going to use these things. I really like these. They're on one of my previous Posters Here videos, and I've used them quite a bit already. They're very useful. It's because they're so easy. Anyway, so I've got some flex, a couple of meters of flex, and a plug. So I'm going to plug this in, but not switch it on, of course, because it's deadly potentially. Then connect one up here. Put that in and connect the other one. That can go there. So I've got those two, and now I just need to wire in. Right, what have we got here? So this one is neutral, so that's going to go in there, and this one is live, so that's obviously going to go in there. Right, so neutral to neutral and live to live, and what I'm hoping is that if I get the voltmeter over here, this will output 24 volts, or at least it should do. And let's see, there we go. It says 24.4 volts. That's great. And also, let me just check the case, make sure there's nothing funny going on here. No, that's good. So it's safe. Right, okay, so that's the next item, that's the third item. Let's carry on. The fourth item is, this is a UART. So I'll just zoom in, it's quite a small thing. Yeah, this is a UART, which is it's a means of communicating with a microcontroller. You use it to flash the thing over. Some of them have got UARTs built in, so the Nano's got one built in. A couple of others have too, like the ESP32, which on my desk, it's got one built in. But some things like the Arduino Pro Mini doesn't have a UART, so they become very useful. It's basically USB serial to TTL. And it's the SI Labs SP2102, so it's quite a good quality one. It's not the cheap one. I've got the breakout pins there as well for additional things, so that's quite cool. These always come in handy. And the last item is these, and I thought these were quite interesting. These are multicoloured LEDs, so I'll just get one out. Multicoloured LEDs, so the longest one will be ground, so I'll just push that down. In fact, I'll pull them all apart. So I'll just turn my power supply on. Let's see what we can do with this. So the longest one is this one, so that will be ground. And now I think LEDs forward voltage will be around 3 volts, so I'll just put that up to 3 volts. There we go, 3 volts. So first pin is red, and actually that's drawing 300 milliamps, which isn't right. Move on to the next one. Blue, that's drawing 10 milliamps, that's okay. So we've got blue, and what's this one? Ah, green, okay, and that's 10 milliamps as well. I think the red one, which this might sound a bit odd, but I think the red one doesn't have a forward voltage of 3 volts, so I'll just reduce that down. Let's say 2.5, something like that. 2.2. Oh, that's better. 20 milliamps. It's probably lower than that actually. Let's go a bit more. Yeah, 2.1. So the red one has a forward voltage of about 2.1 volts. The rest seems to be around about 3. That's quite interesting. Anyway, so multicoloured LEDs too. Now I'll show you where I've got these things from. Right, so now where did I get these things from? Well, to start with, the push wire wiring cable connector terminal block thing, you can see I paid 1p and then a few pence for postage from Amazing-Box, that's the seller. Let's see what it says here. Yeah, nothing that interesting. There's a few photos, it doesn't really say how to use it or anything, but that's where I got that from anyway. And the second item, the touch sensor, and I paid 99p and it was free postage from Ali Module. So it says Capacitive touch switch module for Arduino. Oh, there you go, TTP223B, that's its model. And I got 2 pieces for that price too. And it says here, maximum voltage 5.5, output high. That's interesting. So it seems that when you touch it, it actually outputs this maybe, and if you don't touch it, it seems to output that. We'll see. I mean, I'll take a proper look at this at one of my next videos probably. But anyway, 99p for 2 from the seller Ali Module. The next thing, for some reason eBay won't show me the one that I bought, but it was from this seller here, TPS1, and I paid 80p. But you can see there's an auction that's currently at 2p. It'll probably go for £1 or something like that. But this is the 12 volt version. If you look on the seller's items though, you may find the 24 volt one. I couldn't, but I mean, you never know, you might add it soon. But yeah, basically, that's a photo of the item. It looks pretty much the same, so there's some specs there. IP67, so it's waterproof. And yeah, next item. So this was from Chips-Fans, and I've bought loads of different things from this seller before, and they're usually quite cheap. And if I remember rightly, they do fast postage as well. So anyway, a USB 2 TTL UART module. There's a photo of it there. 99p. Let's see if it says anything about it. It probably won't say much. Operating systems it supports. I've got Windows 10, so that's you know, it might not work, but I'll find out anyway. When I plug it in, I'll soon find out. And then it says brand new, without external circuit device, whatever that's supposed to mean. Includes a clock circuit and power on. Suspend. Blah 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 blah. Right, so 99p. And the last item was from Cayenne35. Again, I've bought loads and loads of things from this seller. I got 50 of those LEDs, 4 pins, 5mm super bright bulb lamp, £1.57 for 50, so that's pretty good value. Is that it's 3p each, I think? Yeah, 3p each. And it doesn't say a great deal about it there, but there you go. So that's where I got all these items from. Thanks for watching. Bye.